The address is 347 Don Shula Drive. In honor of the legendary coach, the stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium.
Now we go from angry and mad to happy. And glad to find a solution.
Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. With my partner, Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from South Florida. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
To throw right away is Ward. Oh, and they come after him right away, and Deputy goes on the first play of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses now. Not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Forced to his right. He's going to run it. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down bite, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Ward. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. The 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready, go. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
It's 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 9.
Hill drops to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now, faking the give. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Deputy! Deputy Lions!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here.
Kevin Pirates. Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. To the sideline. Nice job. They pulled that one in, but that is still well short of a 1st down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
That one is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Nice game on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Ward. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. He's still on his feet. Marvin Harrison Jr. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity in the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion. We are through 1. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Bronco 80.
A tight end in motion now.
Go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Handoff here, up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
This is at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready, ready.
We'll try to get this one on the ground.
Another carry for the running back. Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Okay,
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
19.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Mustang 19. Red.
Red zone now. He'll no chance at all. He'll go down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll send a man in motion left. He'll look to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long.
18, Robert, 18. Here we go. Shot. Cut, Cowboy 80. Cut, go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Tight, 19 tight. Get up. 19 Lions. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Gotta be live. Ready?
A run on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Ward. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ready up.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Here's the punter now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return.
Come on. Hit. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Bronco 80.
Back to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
Ready? Let's go. 65, ready.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Second and inches.
Here we go. Let's go.
Flush to his right.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Here's first and 10.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. Let's go. Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
To avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Ready.
And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger. 19.
On first down, it's Ward. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Dolphins going to use them first for their timeouts. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the jump. Riggs. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let go.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
Let's go.
Throwing is Ward. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. That is brought in. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock to stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal.
60 Bison. Hey, Chris, let's go. Ready.
Here's a run.
The ball carried by number 28. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Dolphins' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Bronco and Cowboy 80.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year.
The kick is good.
What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready, right?
Play action. Ward. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Intended
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be second down.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. He's going to look downfield once again. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six. And what a way to close out the half, Mike. They essentially stole 3 points right before the break, and I think that's something they can build on at halftime and give them some positive momentum coming out for the second half.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The throw here is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. First and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Cougar knife. Count to 60. Count to 60. Let's go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
They send the tight end in motion.
Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. And this would set the new standard. A 67-yard attempt. Does he have the distance? Yes! It is good! 1 yard better than Justin Tucker. A new record has been set. A 67-yard field goal. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now, first down throw for Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here we go. Ready.
On second down, here's Ward. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Come on.
On first down, Ward. And that time, the pressure is too much. He'll go. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
46-yard line.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
The quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
He's got his man. It's Harrison. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another
On first and 10. Ward. Out wide, that's Robinson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
brings up second.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Here we go, Scott. Ready,
On play action, it's Ward. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This one from 43 yards away. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Dolphins are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Ready.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Ready.
The drive will start on the ground, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Panthers. Ready. 65.
Up the middle they go. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third down and 9.
It's third down.
19 tight. 19. Got the Lions. Riggs.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
On the ready. Come on. Set.
Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
It's a unit 6, and it's third down.
So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a third down and 4.
Cup 19. Stephanie.
He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He is knocked down, Parker. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Let's go. Hawk 70. 19 Tiger.
Now give on the ground.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
60. Panther 11.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Get it? Let's go. Bronco 80.
He'll look to throw. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. This one from 41 yards out. His kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we 70, Timberwolf. Viking, 18, 5, 30.
Off play action, it's Ward. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, here's Ward. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. That helps going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Out of the gun, Ward. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
7 Pirates. Let's go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And a nice return here as well. It takes it up to the 45-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Warriors, 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Viking, 18.
Philadelphia.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a run on 1st down. And he managed to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Janet. Steady, red. Cavity Lions.
The tight end going in motion to the left.
Let go.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, the Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. This one from just under 50 yards. No issues there. This one is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And he'll take it on in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Miami. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this second half. Big-time play downfield.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Strong. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Come on. 18. Panther 6.
Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Right back to the fullback. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Viking 8.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive. Here we go. One final play. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Zarifa. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Now a play fake here on first down. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll get forward for 3 down the 16-yard line.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Give him 3 on the game there, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the ball closes quickly here. He can find under that the 4. Looks like they'll move things around here. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Interesting decision. I can see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? Because we're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. But how about coming away with no points by going for it, not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Now for the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Curtis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Curtis. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Got it. Ready? Back on. Ready. Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he hits him in stride. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
19 Tiger. 19. Go.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
2nd and goal at the Broncos' 14-yard line.
Looking to throw, Curtis. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Curtis. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can...
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Larger than the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to pick it up himself. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted right at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. Back, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 79 Bronco. Check out.
Looking to throw. Curtis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This now a 3rd and 4.
Set. Viking 18. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Curtis. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
1st and 10 at the 16.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Curtis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go. 76. No.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Bronco 80.
On 4th down, Curtis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny them the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good quarter. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The run straight ahead with Genty. 20, 10. Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Raiders 19, Broncos 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Going up top. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe something's...
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. Gotta keep an eye on their defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Let the journey begin.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. Jeanty out of the backfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Okay, ready? Cougar 19.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up second down.
18 running. Tackle 60. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Take over.
Back to throw. Curtis. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
60 Bobcats. 60 Warriors. 70. Come 19. Come back. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's got it at the 2. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that'll be caught. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
2nd down and inches. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he's outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
1st and 10.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And now they'll shift things around. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Waiting on a drummer to kick off a comeback song.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
19 tight. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneer.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10.
Viking 8, Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Curtis. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Genty. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it on second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of
now
2
they'll audible to
brings up
something else.
2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Genty. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. pushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
10 at the 22-yard line.
70 Lions, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Curtis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
At the 33-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off play action. Curtis. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Viking 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun on third down. Curtis. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The tight end in motion right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
15. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Denver.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
A 7-yard gain.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60, go.
back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The try here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Raiders 34, Broncos 24.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Once again, it's Genty. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was taken down behind.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And now an audible here into something else.
Dragon 60.
From the gun on 3rd down. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Fake here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 Lion. Hey, smash. Go.
Throwing to start the drive, Curtis. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw, Curtis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
At their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Here now a 3rd and 20.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Palmer, 59 yards. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Raiders 52, Broncos 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Around 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2nd and 1. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll drop to throw. Right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Las Vegas, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.